Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins HD. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this for a moment: a simple brown penny hiding in an old jar, a dusty drawer, or a forgotten pocket, yet carrying a secret legacy powerful enough to shock even the most seasoned collectors. What if I told you that a 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny, a coin millions passed through their fingers without a second thought, could actually be one of the most fascinating, historically rich, and surprisingly valuable cents of mid-20th century America? Today, we dive deep into the mysteries, rarities, and hidden treasures behind the 1950 wheat penny, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones could be worth real money in today's booming numismatic market. The story of the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny begins at a critical moment in American history, when the nation was transitioning from the challenges of World War II into a fast-growing economic era. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins, yet the 1950 wheat penny stands out for its craftsmanship, metal composition, and fascinating production characteristics that continue to attract collectors today. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin displays the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with Brenner's initials tucked subtly under the shoulder, a symbol of artistry, patriotism, and enduring American design. On the reverse, the wheat ears design, a staple of American coinage from 1909 to 1958, proudly represents agricultural strength and national unity. The bold lettering of 1 cent and United States of America, framed by two stylized wheat stalks, gives the coin a simple yet powerful identity recognized by collectors worldwide. This reverse design, so beloved by generations, makes every wheat penny a miniature piece of American heritage preserved in copper. Now, let's dive into the mint marks, a crucial detail every serious collector must master. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at 3 locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver marked with D, and San Francisco marked with S. Each mint has its own story, its own production quirks, and its own rarity factors that dramatically influence value. The Philadelphia issue saw massive distribution, while the Denver mint produced sharply struck pieces known for strong luster. The San Francisco mint, however, created coins admired for their distinct coloration and tighter strike quality, making some S-mint examples especially sought after by enthusiasts. The 1950 wheat penny has also gained fame for a number of incredibly appealing error varieties, and this is where the real excitement begins. Collectors hunt for off-center strikes, where part of the design is misaligned due to improper feeding of the coin blank into the press. They search for clipped planchets, where a crescent-shaped chunk of the coin is missing due to miscut metal. And some rare 1950 coins exhibit repunched mint marks, especially the 1950S and 1950D varieties, where the mint worker accidentally punched the mint mark into the die more than once, creating visible doubling under magnification. These error coins transform an ordinary cent into a prized collector masterpiece, but there's even more for sharp-eyed collectors to chase. Subtle die cracks, die chips, and die breaks are all known among 1950 cents, creating unique raised metal lines or bumps that make each affected coin one of a kind. Depending on the severity and visual appeal, these dramatic die abnormalities can raise demand and boost value significantly. Such coins often become favorites due to their unmistakable character and their connection to the intense industrial minting processes of the 1950s. Condition plays a massive role in determining the value of any wheat penny, but for 1950 examples, the difference between grades is enormous. A well-circulated coin may show flat details on Lincoln's hair, cheeks, and coat, while a mint state piece shines with strong luster, sharp lines, and full detail in the wheat stalks on the reverse. Collectors especially cherish red designations, those fiery copper tones that survive decades without darkening, as they are the rarest and most desirable examples in the entire grading spectrum. High-grade red 1950 wheat pennies are true treasures, often found only in old rolls, archival collections, or estate hoards untouched for decades. Demand for the 1950 wheat penny remains strong because this year strikes the perfect balance between availability and challenging rarity in top condition. Collectors of Lincoln cents, one of the most active and passionate groups in U.S. numismatics, pursue this date avidly for album completion, mint state sets, and specialized error collections. Even novice collectors frequently begin with wheat pennies, making the 1950 issue one of the most accessible yet exciting dates for anyone building their first valuable coin portfolio. And now, the moment every viewer waits for, the verified highest market prices ever recorded for the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny. A stunning 1950 Philadelphia Wheat Penny graded MS 67 red has reached auction prices around the $8,000 level. The 1950 D, known for its strong strikes, has achieved prices near $7,000 in immaculate MS 67 red condition. And the rarest premium of all, the 1950 US Wheat Penny, has soared beyond $9,000 at auction when graded MS 67 red, making it the star of the year's mint set and one of the most valuable late wheat issues ever certified. So, as you search through jars, drawers, pocket change, and inherited collections, remember this: the 1950 wheat penny may look like a simple copper cent, but hidden within its design lies a rich American story, powerful collector demand, thrilling varieties, and the potential for exceptional value. Keep your eyes open, keep your magnifier ready, and never underestimate the little brown coin that continues to surprise the world of numismatics. Imagine reaching into an old cigar box, a forgotten drawer, or a dusty jar of pennies, and pulling out a coin that holds a secret legacy almost no one notices at first glance. What if the 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny you've touched 1,000 times is far more than a simple copper cent? What if it's a hidden treasure forged in a pivotal moment of American history, a coin that collectors fiercely chase, and one that in the right condition can fetch incredible prices at auction? Today on Valuable Coins HD, prepare yourself for a deep, thrilling, and expert-level journey into the mysteries, errors, values, and collector secrets behind the 1951 Wheat Penny. The year 1951 was a powerful turning point for the United States, marked by the height of the post-World War II economic boom and the early years of the Cold War, and during this historic time, the U.S. Mint was busy producing one of the most iconic and enduring series in American coinage, the Lincoln Wheat Cent. Designed by the legendary Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Abraham Lincoln's portrait, a symbol of unity, endurance, and national identity that still resonates deeply with collectors today. The iconic design, unchanged since 1909, continued to serve as a tribute to American resilience during the rapidly changing mid-20th century. On the reverse, the 1951 Wheat Penny proudly showcases the beloved wheat ears design, two stylized wheat stalks surrounding the bold inscriptions of 1 cent and United States of America. This classic reverse, used from 1909 through 1958, represents American agriculture, hard work, and stability, making every wheat penny a tiny piece of national heritage. The crisp lines of the wheat stalks, the curvature of the typography, and the balance of the layout all reflect Brenner's artistic brilliance and the mint's dedication to high-quality engraving during the era. Now, let's talk mint marks, one of the most important details for collectors analyzing a 1951 wheat penny. This coin was struck at 3 major U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with the D mint mark, and San Francisco with the S mint mark. Each mint produced coins with different strike strengths, visual characteristics, and variation patterns, creating opportunities for collectors to seek out the finest examples. The Philadelphia Mint delivered massive numbers meant for wide circulation, while Denver's mint strikes are prized for their brightness and sharp detail. The San Francisco Mint created some of the most visually appealing examples of the year, with rich copper tones highly favored by advanced collectors. What truly adds excitement to the 1951 Wheat Penny is the range of collectible and valuable mint errors discovered over the decades. Among the most sought after are off-center strikes, where the design shifts noticeably due to misalignment during the striking process, instantly making the coin stand out. Even more thrilling are clipped planchets, which show a curved metal section missing from the edge due to miscut blanking sheets, making them both dramatic and rare. Repunched mint marks, especially on 1951 D and 1951 S examples, are also widely collected and feature doubling or shadowing of the mint mark caused by a hand-punched die receiving more than one strike, a signature of mid-century minting technology that collectors love. Collectors also actively search for die cracks, die chips, and even small internal die breaks on the 1951 series. as these imperfections create unique raised metal lines or bumps on the surface of the coin. These varieties not only boost a coin's desirability but also serve as historical fingerprints of the minting machinery used more than 70 years ago. Such mint-made abnormalities can turn a common-looking cent into a far more valuable and highly collectible piece of U.S. minting history. Of course, condition is everything when it comes to the 1951 wheat penny, and the difference between a circulated example and a mint-state gem can be astonishing. Well-worn coins show smooth surfaces, faded wheat stalks, and flattened details on Lincoln's hair and coat, while the finest uncirculated examples shine with blazing luster and crisp, bold lines. Collectors especially pursue red designation pieces, which retain their original fiery orange copper brilliance after more than 7 decades. These are incredibly rare, visually stunning, and among the most valuable examples of the 1951 production year. The appeal of the 1951 wheat penny continues to grow because it strikes the perfect balance between availability and challenge. While circulated coins are easy to find, gem-quality red examples are truly scarce and heavily pursued by serious collectors assembling top-ranking Lincoln cent registry sets. Error collectors, roll hunters, and wheat penny specialists all consider 1951 an essential year due to its abundance of varieties, mint mark differences, and strong demand within one of the most popular coin series in American history. Now, let's get to the moment you've been waiting for, the real, verified highest auction prices ever recorded for the 1951 wheat penny. A magnificent 1951 Philadelphia wheat penny graded MS 67 red has reached over $4,000 at auction. The 1951 D, known for its brilliant luster, has pushed into the $5,000 range for the finest MS 67 red examples. And the star of the year, the 1951 US Wheat Penny, has sold for more than $6,000 in pristine MS 67 red condition, making it the most valuable of the 3 mint marks when found in elite gem quality. So the next time you search through old coin rolls, pocket change, inherited collections, or forgotten penny jars, keep an eye out for the 1951 wheat penny, a coin filled with history, beauty, rare varieties, and the potential for shocking value. Whether you are building a top-tier registry set, exploring rare varieties, or simply chasing the excitement of hidden treasure, this coin stands as one of the most rewarding finds in the entire wheat penny series. Imagine holding a simple copper penny, a coin so ordinary that millions of Americans spent it without ever realizing the hidden value resting quietly in their fingertips. But what if I told you that a 1952 D Lincoln Wheat Penny, a coin you might overlook in pocket change, could actually be a small but powerful treasure packed with history, rarity, and collector excitement? Today on Valuable Coins HD, prepare yourself for an electrifying deep dive into one of the most fascinating mid-century wheat pennies ever struck by the United States Mint. The story of the 1952 D wheat penny begins during a dynamic era in American history, when the nation was strengthening its economy and stepping confidently into the modern age. The United States Mint was operating at full force, producing billions of coins to serve a booming post-war population. Yet the 1952 D issue stands out thanks to its unique minting characteristics and collector appeal. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of stability, unity, and American perseverance that continues to resonate with collectors more than a century after its creation. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears design once again brings the coin to life, displaying 2 beautifully sculpted stalks surrounding the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. This timeless artwork, used from 1909 through 1958, reflects America's agricultural heritage and the hardworking spirit of its people. Every 1952 D wheat penny carries this historical legacy, making the coin far more than simple currency. It is a miniature monument of American craftsmanship and tradition. Now let's focus on what makes this coin truly special, the mint mark. The 1952 D wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D position just below the date. The Denver Mint is known for producing some of the highest quality mid-century Lincoln cents, and collectors often praise the 1952 D for its strong strike, sharp lettering, and bold design features. While the mintage was high, finding top-grade examples with perfect surfaces, blazing luster, and full copper-red brilliance is a significant challenge, and that's where rarity begins to emerge. Alongside its historical charm, the 1952 Wheat penny has become famous for a variety of rare and valuable mint errors. One of the most sought-after types is the off-center strike, where a shifted blank causes the design to be partially missing. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value. Another prized error is the clipped planchet, where a curved portion of the coin is missing due to a blanking miscut, giving the coin a distinctive crescent shape. These dramatic mint-made mistakes transform a standard penny into a true collectible treasure with strong demand from error specialists, but some of the most exciting varieties of the 1952 Wheat penny involve repunched mint marks, known among collectors as RPMs. Because mint marks were hand-punched in the early 1950s, some dies received the D mint mark more than once, resulting in visible doubling, shadowing, or directional displacement under magnification. These repunched mint mark varieties are incredibly popular, and certain RPM listings from 1952 are sharply defined, making them must-have pieces for advanced Lincoln cent collectors and variety hunters alike. Beyond errors and varieties, collectors pay close attention to die cracks, die chips, and subtle die breaks found on some 1952 examples. These natural imperfections in the minting process create raised metal lines or bumps that make each affected coin unique. Depending on visibility and placement, these die anomalies can add both character and collector value, especially when they appear in areas like Lincoln's bow tie, the wheat stalks, or the motto "In God We Trust." Of course, the condition of a 1952 Wheat penny is one of its most important value factors. Circulated examples often show worn surfaces, dull toning, and soft design details, while mint state examples display full sharpness, strong luster, and beautiful copper coloration. Collectors particularly chase red designation examples, the brightest and most desirable color grade, because preserving original red copper surfaces for more than 70 years is extremely rare. Only a small number of 1952 pennies survive in pristine red gem condition, making them highly competitive in top-tier registry sets. The 1952 Wheat penny remains a favorite among both beginning and advanced collectors because it represents the perfect balance between history, availability, and potential rarity. Whether you are building a Lincoln cent date and mint set, exploring error collecting, or aiming for high-end registry submissions, the 1952 offers variety, challenge, and tremendous educational value. Its rich production quality and diverse range of mint errors ensure that it will remain a centerpiece of wheat penny collecting for generations to come. Now it's time for the thrilling moment you've been waiting for, the real highest auction prices ever achieved by the 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny. A breathtaking 1952 graded MS 67 red has reached auction prices topping $9,000, making it one of the most valuable early 1950s wheat pennies ever certified. Even a step below, MS 66 red examples have brought more than $1,000 at major auctions, while exceptional error coins, such as dramatic off-center strikes or bold clipped planchets, have sold for hundreds of dollars depending on severity and eye appeal. So next time you search through coin rolls, inherited collections, or dusty penny jars, keep your eyes open for the 1952 Wheat Penny, a coin filled with history, artistry, minting secrets, and the potential for astonishing value. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, this coin deserves your attention, your magnifier, and your appreciation for the incredible stories hidden within its copper surface. Imagine reaching into an old jar of change, running your fingers through a handful of pennies, and suddenly spotting a coin that feels different, heavier with history, richer with mystery, and full of hidden value that most people have never noticed. What if that coin were a 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny, a seemingly ordinary cent masking extraordinary stories, rare errors, and auction prices capable of shocking even seasoned collectors? Today on Valuable Coins HD, get ready for a thrilling, expert-level deep dive into one of the most fascinating mid-century pennies in American numismatic history. The 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted during a time of transformation and growth in the United States, as the nation continued to expand economically and culturally after the challenges of World War II. Designed by the celebrated sculptor Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity, leadership, and the enduring American spirit. With its crisp detailing, elegant profile, and balanced engraving, this design has remained one of the most beloved in United States coinage for well over a century. Turning the coin over reveals the iconic wheat ears reverse, with two beautifully engraved wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. This classic design served the American people from 1909 to 1958 and represents hard work, growth, and national pride. The 1953 wheat penny continues this proud legacy, offering collectors a small piece of American history minted in solid copper at a time when craftsmanship and symbolism were at the forefront of U.S. coin design. The mint mark of a 1953 wheat penny is a key detail that collectors examine carefully, because this coin was produced at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco with an S mint mark. Each mint generated coins with unique characteristics, including strike sharpness, luster quality, and color tones that can dramatically influence collectible value. The Philadelphia coins, struck in massive quantities, offer a wide range of conditions, while the Denver mint produced some of the brightest, most sharply struck examples. The San Francisco mint, known for its meticulous die preparation, created coins admired for their rich copper tones and superior visual appeal. Beyond its basic features, the 1953 wheat penny has become especially desirable among collectors due to its wide variety of mint errors and striking anomalies. One of the most exciting types is the off-center strike, where the design is visibly misaligned due to improper blank feeding, instantly turning an ordinary coin into a highly collectible piece. Clipped planchets are another favorite, showing a distinctive crescent missing from the edge due to a blanking miscut, adding dramatic visual appeal and value. These kinds of bold mechanical errors are rare and often command strong demand from error specialists nationwide. Even more intriguing are the repunched mint mark varieties found on 1953 D and 1953 S coins. Because mint marks were hand-punched during this era, the die sometimes received 2 or more impressions of the letter, creating doubling, shadows, or directional shifts that become visible under magnification. RPM varieties are treasured among advanced Lincoln cent collectors because they represent authentic mid-century minting techniques and offer a chance to own a unique die variety with a documented identity in numismatic references. Collectors also pay attention to die cracks, die chips, and die breaks on 1953 wheat pennies, natural imperfections that create raised metal lines or bumps on the coin surface. These features add character and uniqueness to each example and are often collected for their visual flair and insight into the mechanical pressures of the minting process in the early 1950s. Some cracks and chips appear in memorable locations, such as above Lincoln's head, across the wheat stalks, or near the motto "In God We Trust," making them standout variety pieces. Condition plays an enormous role in determining the value of a 1953 wheat penny, and this is where rarity truly emerges. Circulated examples are common, but top-grade uncirculated coins with blazing red copper color are extremely rare and highly valuable. Collectors seek out MS-66 and MS-67 red specimens, which display exceptional luster, flawless surfaces, and vibrant copper brilliance preserved against the odds for more than 70 years. These high-grade red examples are fiercely contested at auction and represent some of the finest pieces in the entire wheat penny series. Demand for the 1953 wheat penny remains strong because it offers something for everyone: history, artistry, affordability for beginners, and extreme rarity for specialists seeking top-tier examples. Whether you're a roll hunter, a die variety enthusiast, or a serious Lincoln cent registry competitor, the 1953 wheat penny deserves a prominent place in your collection. Its unique combination of availability and rarity ensures that this date will remain a collector favorite for generations to come. And now, the moment collectors wait for: the real verified highest auction prices recorded for the 1953 wheat penny. A magnificent 1953 Philadelphia wheat penny graded MS-67 red has sold for over $8,000 at major auction. The 1953 D, known for its sharp Denver strike quality, has reached prices exceeding $7,000 in the same elite grade. And the 1953 S, the scarcer of the three in top red condition, has achieved eye-popping results of more than $9,000 for pristine MS-67 red examples, making it the most valuable mint mark of the year. So the next time you sift through old penny jars, inherited coin collections, or coin roll hunts, keep a sharp eye out for the 1953 wheat penny, a coin that combines beauty, history, minting intrigue, and the potential for incredible value. Whether you're discovering rare varieties, chasing high-end red gems, or building a powerful wheat penny collection, this is one date you absolutely cannot ignore. Imagine this: you reach into a dusty metal box, hidden away for decades, and pull out a penny that feels different. A penny with weight, with history, with a story that stretches back more than 70 years. What if that penny is a 1954 Lincoln Wheat cent, a seemingly ordinary coin that could hide rare errors, breathtaking red gem examples, and auction prices powerful enough to shock even elite collectors? Today on Valuable Coins HD, prepare for a thrilling, expert-level journey into one of the most intriguing mid-century wheat pennies ever struck by the United States Mint. The 1954 wheat penny was minted during a vibrant era of American growth, when the nation was pushing forward into the modern age, fueled by technological advancements, industrial strength, and post-war economic expansion. Designed by master engraver Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the familiar and beloved portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has become one of the most iconic images in all of American coinage. Every line, curve, and detail of Lincoln's profile represents leadership, unity, and the enduring vision of a nation moving forward. Turning the coin over reveals the timeless wheat ears reverse, a powerful symbol of American agriculture, resilience, and productivity. The two wheat stalks curve around the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, creating a beautifully balanced design that collectors continue to admire decades later. From 1909 to 1958, this design served as a daily reminder of America's agricultural roots, and the 1954 issue proudly continues that tradition, making each coin a miniature piece of American heritage. Now, what makes this coin especially important is its mint mark, that small but mighty D stamp just below the date. The 1954 wheat penny was struck at the famous Denver Mint, known for producing some of the sharpest and brightest Lincoln cents of the 1950s. With a massive mintage of over 251 million pieces, the coin was widely circulated, but high-grade survivors with flawless luster and full copper-red brilliance are incredibly rare and fiercely sought after. This is where the journey from common to valuable truly begins. The 1954 wheat penny is loaded with fascinating errors and varieties that collectors love to chase. One of the most exciting types is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing due to the blank being misaligned during striking. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more visually stunning and valuable the coin becomes. Another standout error is the clipped planchet, a crescent-shaped missing section caused by a miscut blank, which instantly transforms the coin into a collectible curiosity with strong market demand. But some of the most prized varieties of the 1954 come from repunched mint marks, known as RPMs. Because mint marks were hand-punched during this era, some dies received the D punch multiple times, producing visible doubling or directional shadowing around the mint mark. These repunched mint mark varieties are extremely popular among Lincoln cent specialists and can significantly increase collectible value, especially when paired with sharp strikes and strong original color. Collectors also seek out die cracks, die chips, and retain die breaks, natural imperfections that form raised metal lines or bumps on the coin's surface. These mint-made anomalies offer a glimpse into the powerful pressures and mechanical stress of the mid-century minting process. Some of the most eye-catching die cracks appear across the words "In God We Trust" or along Lincoln's coat, giving each affected coin a unique identity and a valuable place in error and variety collections. Condition is one of the most critical factors affecting the value of any 1954 wheat penny, and this is where rarity becomes truly dramatic. While circulated examples are common, pristine mint state pieces with blazing red luster are incredibly rare. Coins graded MS-66 red or MS-67 red are the ultimate treasures of this date, pieces that have survived 7 decades without darkening, spotting, or developing surface marks. These gems are fiercely competed for in registry sets, making them some of the most desirable Lincoln cents of the mid-20th century. Collectors love the 1954 Wheat Penny because it offers everything: affordability for beginners, challenge for advanced hobbyists, and breathtaking rarity in high-end grades. Whether you're looking for dramatic errors, sharp RPM varieties, or blazing red gems, this date provides endless opportunities to discover something special. Its combination of high mintage, strong strike quality, and mid-century minting quirks make it a cornerstone for anyone building a full Lincoln Wheat Penny collection. Now, let's reveal the thrilling part: the real verified highest market prices ever recorded for the 1954 Wheat Penny. A jaw-dropping 1954 graded MS-67 red has sold at auction for more than $9,000, making it one of the most valuable mid-1950s wheat pennies ever certified. Even MS-66 red examples have reached prices near $1,000, and dramatic error coins, including off-center strikes and clipped planchets, have sold for several $100s depending on size and visual impact. So the next time you search through coin rolls, inherited collections, or old jars of forgotten pennies, don't overlook the 1954 Wheat Penny, a coin that carries history, beauty, mechanical intrigue, and the potential for truly remarkable value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this is one date worth examining closely, because a rare gem could be waiting right in the palm of your hand. Thank you for joining me on this powerful and exciting deep dive into the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny. Stay tuned right here on Valuable Coins HD for more expert analysis, rare discoveries, and electrifying coin collecting adventures, because every coin has a story, and every story might lead you straight to a hidden treasure.